I'll be teaching Little Miss by GIRLSET. So this is my first time teaching a full dance during a live stream. So this is just part one. So I'll be teaching up until the end of the first chorus. And then tomorrow I will teach the rest of the song. So today I'm just teaching the first half, and then tomorrow I'll be teaching the second half of the song. So I don't really think anyone looks at the descriptions of my videos, but that's why I always repeat everything anyway. So I will start by teaching the chorus, and then I will teach the beginning of the song, and then the verse one and pre-chorus, and then I will teach the chorus again. So for each section that I am teaching, I'm going to talk through the moves and then do it with counts, and then we can try with music a few times. So in a normal dance class, you learn a lot of counts, usually about 64 counts, which is about 2 sections of a song. So this class is a little bit abnormal because we'll be learning a lot more than 64 counts, probably double that. So like 130 or so, something like that. So if you can't remember everything today, that's fine. That's normal. Just try to follow along, to the best of your ability, because some people can learn a whole dance in a day, but not everyone can do that. So don't push yourself too hard or feel too bad if you can't remember every single thing, you know? And so this video is going to stay up. Both live streams will stay up. And I also filmed a regular tutorial for this song, a full dance tutorial, but I just haven't edited that video yet. So that's going to get posted eventually too. So if you prefer to follow along with how I usually structure my videos, where I just teach it and then do the counts and then do it with music, that video will be up too. But some people like this live stream format where basically it feels more like a dance class where I'm actually explaining every move. I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit. Yeah. So since I'm teaching this live and it's a lot to remember in this dance, I might make a few mistakes here and there. I don't know. So I always say after you learn from my video, you should go back and then watch the mirrored dance practice, because I usually pick different members to follow for different sections. And then also in case I make a mistake, you can actually just see how the girls do it and then, fix it yourself. Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining. I have a few more things to set up actually before we get started. Make sure my speakers are connected. Oh. Hold on one second. Okay. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. My speaker's connected to my phone, so I don't know if that messes up my my microphone connection. Hopefully it doesn't though. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay. Okay, good. Good. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thank you for the super chat, Shingur. You love this song? Yeah, I love this song too. GIRLSET is amazing. They actually have a comeback soon. I don't know when the song's coming out. Maybe sometime in March, early March. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, that's good. That's good. That's perfect. Thanks so much for the super chat. So all of my live streams are free, basically free dance classes. So any super chats or stickers or whatever it is that you guys can send is pretty much used to support my channel. So I use those funds to pay for dance studios. So I'm not filming in a dance studio right now, but for my regular dance tutorial videos that I just have uploaded, I film all of those in the dance studio. So yeah. All of that is used to pay for the dance studio bookings. How long has it been? Oh, YouTube doesn't show me the timer on my live stream anymore. Okay. I'm going to set a gift goal. Obviously it's optional. I think for this class, maybe I'll start the poll after I teach the first section because I don't want to get too distracted with the polls and everything right now. Let me see. Is this a good place to stand? Is there anything I forgot to say? As usual, make sure you guys have water or some drink for hydration. So that could be coconut water, watermelon juice, those types of things. If anyone sends like a gift or a super chat while I'm teaching, I will go back and then review everything during our breaks. So we're going to take a break after each section. So that's after pretty much every section is about 32 counts. So after I teach about 32 counts, then I will go back and review any questions or comments you guys have. If anyone has a comment about the actual dance, I'll try to like, if I see the comment while I'm teaching, then I'll try to like acknowledge it and answer the question, while I'm teaching. So that way, we don't miss it. Let me get some water and then we can start with our warm up. Saki asked if we are learning the chorus or the full song. I will be teaching the full dance. So today I'm only teaching half of the dance, and then tomorrow I will be teaching the other half. For today's class, I will teach the chorus first, and then we're going to start from the beginning, and then we can learn the intro, verse 1, pre-chorus, and then I will review the chorus. Yeah. Most people, they only want to learn the chorus, so that's why I just decided I'll start with the chorus, and then once we work our way back to the chorus again, then I'll just review it. Yeah. So, I won't play the whole song when we learn the section. I will just play the song like section by section so we can actually do the counts together. So let's do our quick warm up. You can follow along with me, or you can do your own warm up for, let's say, about 4 or so minutes. I don't know why my live stream isn't showing me the timer, so I can't time myself when I'm yapping. So I'll just do my best. Okay. So let's start with circle, head rotations. If you guys are dancing, feel free to follow along. If you are not dancing, then feel free to talk with each other in the chat. Okay, let's actually hold our head down to one side. Try not to shrug your shoulders. Try to relax your shoulders as you're stretching your neck here. And the other side. Yeah, I love this song. I like commas, but I love Little Miss. And Tweak, like the snippet that we got, sounds good too. Let's roll our shoulders back. And forward. Let's move our whole arms back. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. And then roll our arms forward, your whole shoulder forward. And let's bring one arm over, tricep stretch. Pull your arm in. And switch. And let's do like a half squat and then reach over, stretch your shoulders and back. Hi everyone, thanks for joining the stream. Right now we're just doing our warm up. And switch sides. Let's do quad stretch. So bring one leg up. Try not to push your ribs out when you're doing this. Try to like hold it in. And then kind of like suck your butt in, suck your ribs in, so that the stretch can be focused only on your quads. You know what I mean? Like instead of like reaching out like that. Switch legs. And then reach over and touch your toes if you can. If you can go further, then you can touch the ground. Don't push yourself too hard. If it's painful, then you're pushing too hard. If you feel a stretch, then that's perfect. And I don't know how to say your name. If you can have a shout out, is it Mile? Mile Sile? Thanks for joining the stream. Let's get into a deep squat and hold it here for a second. Reach your right leg out. I don't know if my legs are going to get cut off if I'm stretching like this deep. Might be fine. And stand up. Kind of do like a standing straddle stretch to reach forward. And then drop down to your right side. So now your left leg is out. Perfect. For the last 2 minutes or so, do whatever stretch you feel like you need to warm up. Usually when I warm up, I just go off of what I feel like my body needs. So if anything feels like it's just not loose enough, then I will focus on that. My joints crack a lot, so I don't know if you guys can hear that, but probably not. Depends on how good my microphone is. Let me think. I think we should be good. This dance is like physically demanding when it comes to stamina, but if it comes to like, I don't know, I guess like our actual like muscle use and coordination, like we don't get into any crazy moves where we are stretching our limbs out a lot, you know? Yeah. Okay, so since I will be teaching a lot today, I might be going through the moves like a little bit fast. That's just so that I'm not streaming for like 4 hours straight dancing, because that's a long time. Most dance rehearsals and dance practices are maybe like 2 or 3 hours. It just depends, because there's only so much that your body can do at a time, like back to back without like an extended break. Probably idols practice longer than that though, because it's their full-time job. If it's your full-time job, then you're probably gonna practice like 5 hours a day minimum. But like, if you do it for fun like me, probably not that much. Okay, so in between, after I teach each section, I'll give us like a longer water break, like maybe 5 to 10 minutes break so that we can relax and then go into the next section. Thank you so much. I watched Doraemon yesterday. Thank you. Yeah. The reason why I do it is because people prefer different ways of learning. Some people prefer shorts. Some people like the YouTube video format, like the old school way where you can just go to each chapter and then learn each section or just learn the section that you want to learn. And then I realized that some people, like, they're not really going to dance unless they're in a dance class. So that's how I feel. That's how I see my live streams. Like, it's a dance class. So I'm telling you, I'm going to teach this, and then it's just up to you to show up at that time, you know? So that's why I like live streaming too. So thank you so much for joining. Give me a second to remember the counts for the chorus. The first chorus and the second chorus are slightly different. So that's why I was like, I definitely need to split this dance into 2 different days because it will get confusing if you learn everything at the same time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Okay, I got it. I forgot my ribbons. You said the one not dancing until it's live is you. Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes. That's why, like, I used to take dance classes, like the dance classes where they would teach K-pop dances in particular, are the classes that I would go to for, it depends, like, what song it is. Like, IVE's new song that came out, Bang Bang, I like that song, but since I signed up for another dance cover, I'll be covering AOA. I don't know when I'll have time to learn the IVE song. So sometimes if there's a song like that where I'm like, okay, I don't feel like learning it on my own, I'll just sign up for a dance class. Okay, if you guys don't know, like on my channel, on my right hand, I always have a ribbon on it, and same with my right leg. This dance isn't really that confusing. I guess, except for when we turn this way, it gets confusing. But I do that because there are a lot of dances, like especially when I had to teach Cat's Eye debut, like for half the dance we're like facing the back, so it gets confusing, like which arm is up, which arm is down. So if you don't know which arm is doing what, just look for the pink ribbon always on my right arm, the pink ribbon always on my right leg. It might be kind of hard to see with my socks now. Let me see. Yeah, looking at this video now, it might be kind of hard to see, but let's just try our best. Saki said, can you give me some tips to improve your dancing? You're more self-taught and you want to audition. It depends on what exactly, like I would actually have to see your dancing to give you tips to improve, because like, for example, for me, I know that I need to work on like my body lines and then stamina, but that might not be a problem for you. Maybe if you're self-taught, maybe you need to work on technique, and to build technique, you have to learn a specific dance skill. So for example, people say Danielle in Cat's Eye, Daniela, she's a really good dancer, and that's because her foundation and her technique is all around her specialty of ballroom. I think it's ballroom and salsa. So that's why all of her moves look good. You know, her stance is good. Her, you know, like all of her lines look good. Everything is based on that foundation. So for you, find a foundation to learn from and focus on that. If you like boy groups, then I would say take hip hop classes to build that as your foundation. And then you'll base your technique all around hip hop. If you prefer girl groups, then I would say do jazz. If you like teen crush girl groups or like girl crush, then you should do like street jazz or jazz funk. I hope that makes sense. But like if you go on YouTube and you type in like street jazz dance class or dance tutorial, or like if you want hip hop, search up hip hop basics, like that type of thing, then focus building your foundations and technique off of that, especially if you're self-taught. I think that the biggest problem that self-taught K-pop dancers have is that they don't have any foundation, and so they're dancing without any technique. You're just kind of like moving your body. You're not basing your movement off of anything, you know what I mean? And I guess to like explain it, like I took ballet classes, so when I dance, like rather than like a lot of boy groups when they dance, they kind of want to hunch forward and they do like a pop. Like when they dance, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like very hip hop. But then when I dance, my foundation is in ballet, so I want to stand up very straight. When I reach my arms, I want my arms to be like very straight. My shoulders are going to be down. If you're doing hip hop, you're not going to be straight up like this with your shoulders down, you know? If it's hip hop, you're going to be like, I think it's like more forward and it's like more bouncy, you know? It's different styles. So find the foundation that you want to build off of. Focus on that and then apply it to the K-pop songs that you want to learn. Okay, that was a lot of yapping. So let's actually learn the dance now. And I said that we would start with the chorus. 5, 6, 7, 8, and Okay, so the count right before the chorus. Give me actually 1 second. Okay, yeah, I hope that was helpful. So the counts, we're going to do a little count right before the chorus actually starts. So that's when they like swish their hand around and say Little Miss. So your hands make a circle, bring it around, drop it to your side, and you're going to do like a shoulder shimmy, just a quick one, and then you're going to prep. And then when you prep, you can see my right arm is up, left arm is down. And that is on 5, 6, 7, 8, and Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Yeah. Yeah, Isra, exactly. A lot of the thing about a lot of K-pop dancers is that since they don't know the vocabulary, they won't even know what to look for. Like if someone is trying to do the move that Daniela is doing in, I think it's Gabriella, she's like stepping and swishing. I can't do it. You don't know what she's doing. But someone who like knows ballroom, they know, I forgot the name of the move, but it's like a specific move that she's doing that you can actually search up and then learn to do. But let me continue. So, Little Miss. And we're going to step and step. Hey. So just the legs for that part. We're going to step right, left, right, and then kick. Yeah. So that is on 1 and 2 and. I think it's on and. 1 and 2 and. Yeah. So we're going to step right, left, right, kick. So I'm literally kicking my left leg up. I hope you guys can see. I don't know if this angle is weird. I hope it's okay. With your hands, when you step with your right hand, when you step with your right leg, your right hand is going to drop. So step and step. From here, just keep your right hand down when you kick. And then you're going to step left and. But for here, it's only left and you're going to hold it before you throw. So just the legs, right, left, right, kick, left, right, and then you can just tap your right leg briefly because you're going to step back out to the right again, throw your left hand out, so step, and then bring both legs together. So let's do that again. 5, 6, 7, shimmy, and step, kick, step, tap, and then step with your right leg to throw, and then bring it in. Yeah. So let's do that with counts. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, drop. Yeah. Okay, that's good. I think when I move here, sometimes like I might be blocking a little bit, but as long as you can like get the idea of it, then it's all good. So, ta ta, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. So we dropped on 5. And then from here, you're going to kind of lift your heels, lift your leg. And at the same time that you're doing that, you want to kind of like circle your booty towards the front. So circle, I think it's 2 times. And I think their head is actually dropped instead of like keeping it up like me. I think it's dropped. Here, circle, circle. And then for this part, you can step with your left leg to bring your right leg around. Right hand on your head, and you're going to kick, kick. So when you're doing the kick, I guess try to imagine that you're kicking with your heel. Kick, kick. Ta, ta. And then you can drop. Okay. That was the first 8 count. Let's count that twice before we move on. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and. Let's connect it so we can drop our legs. So 8 and 1. On 1, drop your right leg, drop your hand to your shoulder. And then if you look to my left leg, you can see that my heel is already up on my left leg. So let's just keep that in mind before we start the next part. So on the kick, kick, drop. When you drop, raise your left heel, drop your right hand to your shoulder. Yeah. All right, let's do the count again, including the 1 where we drop. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. One more time before we move on. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. All right, next 8 count. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So for this part here, where we are turned and angled, we are facing the front, looking over our right shoulder. So you start with your left heel up, and then you're going to switch. So drop your left heel, raise your right heel, switch, and switch. That's all the move is, at least with your feet. You're just raising your left heel, drop, raise your right heel, drop, raise your left heel, drop. I'm kind of like exaggerating the drop, but yeah. So at the same time, this is a detail that not everyone adds, but I would like to include it because especially Camilla does it really well. So when she, ta, ta, ta. When your left heel is up, you want to kind of like lift your butt. And then when you drop your left heel and raise your right heel, you want to drop your butt. And then switch, 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 switch. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can just focus on the legs. But it's just like a minor detail where she adds like the butt going up and down. So, kick, kick, left heel up, and then right, left, right. At the same time that you're switching heels, your left arm is coming all the way around before you clap on bite. 1 and 2 and 3. So we clap on 3. I guess we switch our heels 4 times, I think. That's how many times we do it. So let's do that from maybe here, 4, 5. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and clap. Yeah. One more time from here. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and clap. So to finish this 8 count, let's just focus on the legs first. So you're going to clap. Yeah. Clap, and then you want to bring your left leg in. And then we're going to be switching our legs. So, left heel, left, right, clap. When you bring your left leg in, you're going to like bring your finger to, I guess, like your lips, like you're going to rub and throw. You don't actually have to rub it, but it's like a kiss and then throw. At the same time, your hand is just a fist straight out. So we clap, kiss, throw. When you throw, you're going to step with your right leg. And then you're going to quickly step with your left leg and bring up your right leg so that your right hand can hit it. And then step right, left. Let's backtrack from here. After we clap, just our legs, we're going to step left, right, left. When you step left again, this one's more like a hop so that you can bring up your right leg. And then step right, left. Let's do the legs one more time, and then I'll explain the arm detail. So clap, and then with our legs, we're going to step left, right, left, right, left. Now let's add the arm detail. I've been doing it this whole time, just for people who can pick it up quickly, and otherwise I'll just explain it now. So I clap. When my leg steps left, I'm going to do like the swirling my hand. And then when I step right is when you throw. Your left hand is just the fist the whole time. Throw with your right hand. And then since we just threw and then step with our right leg, we're going to jump. When you jump, your right hand immediately drops down and then hits your right leg. When your right leg comes back down, you're basically going to make a circle with your arms. So you're circling from left to right. So left, and then when your left leg comes in is when your arm circles to the right. And just to finish that 8 count, right after your left leg comes in, you're going to actually step out, your hands drop down, and then you're going to circle your hips from left to right. Let's go back and talk through those moves again. So we're here, we clap, and I'll talk through the arms while we're doing the legs. So kiss, throw, hit, and then circle up top, and then circle with your hips below. Yeah. Let's do that a few times with counts. So we're here on 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. And one more time with counts from 3. We're here on 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's backtrack and do that whole 8 count together. So that is here on 5, 6, and then we're going to kick here and drop on 1 and 2 and 3. So let's rewind from here. We're going to step out on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do it one more time. So from here again. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So that part is like the most difficult part of the chorus. So since everything is faster, I will go through it a little bit faster. Let me get some water, actually. Okay. Let's combine those 2 8 counts from the beginning, and then I'll teach the next 2 8 counts. So we're here when we circle. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. For the next 8 count, we're going to kick, kick, kick. So you do that 3 times. It's 3 kicks and then you pause. So kick, kick, kick. You're like jumping and kicking with it. At the same time, you're going to fan yourself. This is when they're saying Little Miss Hot. So Little Miss Hot, ha. So we did 3 kicks. That is on kick, kick, kick. We're going to fan, 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 fan. 2. The count is on 1 and 2, and then we're going to hold, and then we're going to pull. So we're going to kick again, but pull. So kick, left, right, left. First kick is right, left, right, and then pause, left, right, left. And just recenter yourself after the last kick. So left, right, left, and then come back to center so that we can step and pop and. So this part, all of the 4 of the girls are doing it differently. So you can basically do whatever feels good to you, but you're basically just kind of stepping, popping your body, step and pop and. You don't really have to make the step dramatic. It's up to you. Some of them don't really like actually step. It's just kind of like light. Step and pop. And sometimes I like to throw up because that's what Kendall does. And she's my bias. So pop and kick and. Oh yeah, it's definitely a hard dance. But don't worry, you guys got it. I think we pop 2, 3. Let's pop 3 times, and then we can step left, bring it around so that we can do this kick again. Kick, kick. And we're going to repeat this whole section here with the heel raise and drop, raise, drop, clap, and throw, and around, and bring this around again. So the last 8 count is all repeat of what we've done already. Bring it around. The only difference is that the very last count, actually I think it's 7 and 8, I can't remember, but bring it around, we're going to cut it off. I'll be following Savannah just for this part because she kind of like brings her hand to her head, kind of swipes, and then drop. Yes. So you guys learned the whole thing. Remember what I said in the beginning, we're going to be learning a lot today. So if you can't remember it all on the first day, it's okay. Even like just the chorus took me a few days to get. So just keep practicing every day. And let's review from Little Miss Hot. So, because I don't think I actually counted it. So with the count, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 5 and 6, 7, 8, and this part is the same counts where it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. Let's count everything from the beginning. Let's count it once and then let's try with music. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Yes. Don't worry, you guys got it. I believe in you. I actually don't have the song ready, so I forgot I needed to do that.
Little Miss little the top, so it's up. I'm polite when you're good, but I'm rude when you're not. Can't help it, this like dominoes.
Okay. I hope that you guys can hear the music. I will do the counts with the music, like on top of the music. Oh, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Okay. 5, 6. Actually, I'll slow it down a little bit more. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. I'll slow it down actually a little bit more. I hope you guys can hear the music though. Yeah, I also felt like it was a little bit too fast. The dance is really fast. Like when I watch them do this, I'm just like, how are you guys? Like it's so much. It's so much. Okay. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. I think that was better. Yeah, it was like so fast. Cool. Oh my gosh. I'm sweating so much. Let's do it one more time before we take a break and move on to the next section. Five, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Yes. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna get there. Well, after our break, we're gonna move on to the next section. But the intro is easy once you know the chorus because we're repeating actually a lot of the same moves. So in my opinion, the chorus and the ending dance break are the hardest parts of the dance. So you guys basically already learned one of the hardest parts of the dance. Let's take a, let's say like 5-minute break, 3 to 5 minute break before we go to the next section. And I'll be teaching the intro. It's so hot in here. I'm sweating so much. How do you guys feel about it so far? I hope, like, if you guys feel like it was hard, just know that you learned the hardest part of the dance already. So we got the hardest part out of the way, so it only gets easier from there. And there are some sections where it's like pretty much freestyle walking around, so those are easier, a lot easier. I've never streamed like this long before, so I hope that my microphone lasts. If it doesn't last, oh well. It is tiring. That's crazy. I'm just like, how are they doing this? And then they sing it live too, like, ugh. They sang it live. I think they did a live performance, like a live stream, and then they performed on some news show or like a talk show or something like that, and they were singing live. And then, like, you know, when you sing live, you can't like dance full out because you need energy to sing. JYP choreo are fast and tiring. Yeah, they are. Oh my gosh, like, especially Twice. twice. I Can't Stop Me is always trending for some reason, like with different songs. I like that choreo, but it is tiring. Do I get ad revenue from live streams? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah. But honestly, you should still skip the ad anyways. If YouTube bans me for saying that, pretend I didn't say that. You have to watch the ad. Wink, wink. No, you don't have to watch it. Ads are pretty annoying though, so I try not to put them like too much in my tutorials. Usually around like the sections, then I'll put like a break. But yeah. You did a full cover of Fancy? Oh my gosh, yeah. That's crazy. Yep. I want to cover Fancy. I wanted to cover What is Love for Valentine's Day, but I couldn't like get a good practice schedule in for my team. So sad. So sad. Fancy you. I should actually review the intro while we're here. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 7. Okay, the intro's easy. Very easy. Can I do more videos? Yeah, I try to make more regular videos and also try to live stream more often. I think depending on how good this live stream goes, because it's my first time teaching like a full dance during a weekend, I might do this more often because, I mean, I like learning the chorus of dances too, but I feel like most people who need help with the dance, they need help with like other sections that aren't the chorus, because everyone has a tutorial of the chorus out. Not everyone makes full dance tutorials. So if I live stream, I might teach like more full tutorial live streams, you know. I opened the window because I'm hot, but it's like not cold enough outside to cool me down. Okay, 1 more minute for the break because the intro is actually very short and we repeat moves from the chorus, so it'll be very easy. I'll still like briefly explain. The chorus, definitely the hardest section, so that's why I had to break down each thing, but intro is easier. So for the intro section, I will be following Savannah. Yeah, they pretty much do the same thing. It's just slightly different. So I will be mostly following Savannah for the intro. So let's regroup for those who are dancing along. So 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think the intro only has 2 8 counts in it, so we can do this actually pretty quickly. So the very beginning of the song, the very, very, very beginning. Now we're going to get into like the meat of the tutorial. So we're going to be facing the side, and then you're going to pop your right hand out. So pop and then bring it in. I think she brings it in by her chest. Yeah, so pop and then bring it into her chest. And that's when they say little miss. So little is out, miss, bring it in. And then you're going to take a step with your right leg and then turn to face the front. So you're stepping right, left. And you can add like a little body wave with it. My shirt's kind of loose, so it might be kind of hard to see, but it's like you're stepping and leading with your hip and then waving your body. So little miss, and then step, and step, and when they say oof, you're going to pop your hand out again, Pop it out, and then bring your right hand under your chin. And when they say attitude, you can tilt your head, kind of like a neck tilt, head tilt thing. So, just to review, I think for the beginning I'll count down from 5, and I think it's 5, 6, 7, 8, and. So on Little Miss is on 8 and. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's count one more time before we finish the intro. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for anyone who's been here from the beginning, you'll love this next part. If you're just joining, you might not like it that much, but we are going to repeat the chorus. So this part of the chorus, when we kick, kick, and then drop, lift your heel, switch, switch, and clap. All of that is the same. And we're going to keep going when we step left, and then throw when we step right, and hit your leg, step, bring it around. All of this is the same. And I think it's similar to the second half of the chorus. So for here, I think we only bring it around for a little bit because we're going to cut it off. So this very last part is important. We're going to cut this off, and you're going to prep for the first verse. So to prep, my left hand is going to be up almost by my stomach and waist. Right hand is going to be down my leg, and both of my toes will be up. It feels weird now until you get into the next section. So both toes up, standing on your toes, right hand down, left hand up. And then when you drop, my right hand comes up, left arm is straight, and then both legs are bent. My hip, I'm going to be focusing more of my weight on my right side, and I'm going to look to the right. So I'm intentionally merging the intro with the first verse, so that way when we learn the first verse, it'll be easier. So let's start from the kick here. Kick, kick, heel, and clap, and throw, and around, step, and we're going to cut this off, jump. I mean, you're not really like jumping, but it's like you're gonna stand on your toe and then drop. If you guys didn't notice, when I drop, I'm looking to the right too. So let's count that. I think this is on 8 and 1. So let's try that together. Let's do it twice, and then we'll try everything with music. So 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So this is on and 1. Yeah. Let's count from the beginning, from here. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. All right, let's do that with music. Thank you, Butter Peach Icon. I love Cat's Eye too. I hope I don't mess up the countdown from the beginning, so let's just try our best. Okay, let's try. All right. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1.
Why you looking at me like you?
Okay. You got it? Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why I said that the chorus is the hardest part. Let's do it again. 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, my counts were off. Let's just try our best. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1.
Why you looking at me like?
Okay, good job, guys. Good job. Since that section was shorter, our break can be shorter too. So let's just say actually we should do it again because we only did it like a few times. Let's do it one more time and then we can move on, or take a break and then move on. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1.
Why you looking at me like?
Yes. Okay, now let's take our break. Yeah, I think like a 5 minutes or less break is okay. Oh my gosh, so tired. So tiring. But we have like 2 more sections. So it's 4 sections to learn and we learned 2 of them already. So good job, guys. How are you guys feeling so far? I think if you've been here from the beginning, it will get easier. You'll get more tired. Maybe your brain will get more tired from like constantly having to learn a new section, but the sections, like the actual dance, will get a little bit easier. Verse 1 actually is a little bit tricky, but once you like learn it, it's not that hard. It's just very fast. And the music, I think I have it at 50% speed right now. Yes, 50. So, not bad. Not bad. I need to start the poll now. It's cool to see progress. Yeah, absolutely. I will ask, who is your guys' girl set bias? I don't usually ask who's the bias that you guys have, but since girl set has 4 members, it's like the perfect amount because I think I can only put 4 options for the poll. 4 members, 4 options, votes during this break. Let me know who your bias is. Unless you're watching the replay, then you can't vote. I don't even think that if you're watching the replay, you can even see the poll. I have no idea. So I have no idea. I can't even vote in my own poll. So sucks to suck. So for the chorus, I kind of followed a mixture of Kendall and Savannah. And then for the intro, I was following Savannah. And then for the, I think for the pre-chorus, I think for the verse and pre-chorus, I'll be following Camilla. I think both of them is Camilla. So it's just a mix. Thank you so much, Isra, for the super chat. He said, thanks for teaching. You've been wanting to learn this one for a while, but it's hard without the accountability of a class. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. It's just, it's easier. Like when you have to learn on your own, it's just like, oh, I'll just do it later. But then when it's a class and it's a scheduled class and you have to show up, it's just so much easier. Speaking of learning it later, like earlier I was talking about Ive's song, Bang Bang. I want to learn that. And then Hearts to Hearts just dropped a song, Rude. And I like that song. It's so cute. It's really cute, and then the dance is cute too, so I need to learn that too. So depending on how soon I learn it, I might teach those dances live, but we'll see. Thank you so much, Isra. Yeah, thanks so much for the super chats, guys, and then the jewels. It helps me live stream full. My ultimate goal is that I want to be able to like have my YouTube channel as a full-time job. So that way, if I'm doing it full-time, then I can spend as much time as I need to learn more dances. I'll actually have more time to learn more dances, learn it more quickly. I'll have more time to film and then edit, and then that way I can upload things faster. Booking the dance studio here is like kind of frustrating because basically everyone works 9 to 5, so no one is in the studio 9 to 5, and then everyone's booking the studio after 5 o'clock. So it's like I have to book the studio super early, and then that's assuming that it's not already booked out for the month. So it's just hard, but not impossible because I managed to film a full girl set tutorial. I just have to edit it now. So sweet, sweet. In 30 seconds, I will teach the next section, which is the first verse. I think this is Lexi's verse. I know Lexi is center, but I just find it easier sometimes to learn from other members who are not center because they tend to, I feel like I'd rather teach like the more common part instead of like one person's part. But then after I did that, like I realized a lot of people would rather learn the center part. So I don't know. I don't really know what to do. Maybe just mix and match center versus the ones on the side, you know. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thanks so much, Saki. Oh, you learned debut from me? Thank you. Debut was fun to learn, but that video, I don't know, I might have to film another dance tutorial for debut, like a new version, because I taught one of the sections wrong. And I have it like as a pinned comment. I was like, oh, I went the wrong way for this part. It's like a minor mistake that's easy to fix, but sometimes when I like mess up a tutorial, I don't like that because the point is that I learn it right so that I can teach you guys right. But it's okay. Yeah, I'm trying to grow. And I love K-pop so much, so I'm glad that I can stream and then like teach and upload on YouTube. Okay, so verse 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we have 32 counts to get through, 4 sets of 8 counts. It's a lot, but it's not that, well, I don't want to say this part isn't hard. It's very tricky, but like once you get it, it feels really good to do. So let's start from right at the end of the intro. So remember how I said that we are on our toes here? Right arm is straight, left arm is bent, and then we drop. So when you drop, you're facing the right. And we're going to come back up on our toes and then switch. I think that's how it goes. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, yeah. So we're here, drop. So your weight is like more on your right side. Left arm is straight, right arm is bent, and you're looking to the right. So you're going to come up on your toes again. It's basically like a hop that they're doing, but it's just easier to describe as going on your toes and then drop. This time when you drop, your weight is on your left side, kind of like your left hip is poking out. My right arm is straight down, left arm is bent. And then you're going to do that again. Jump up on your toes and then drop. But this time, instead of looking to the right, you're going to look up. But the hands are the same, so left arm straight, right arm is bent, and then you're looking up. So let's just focus on, let's forget the hands and just do the legs and then your head. So We're on our toes, and then you're going to drop right, look right. On your toes again, drop left, look left, toes again, drop to the right, but look up. One more time. Thank you so much, Mayla. So toes, drop, and drop, and drop. So when you do it faster, you don't have to actually get on your toes when you're doing this. It's pretty much like you're just hopping. Let's add the arms with it. So we prep, right arm is straight, and then drop, and then here my left arm is straight, right arm is bent, and come up again, drop. Now my left leg or left arm is bent, and drop. For this last drop, remember we're looking up to the left, and then now my right arm is bent because we're leaning to our right side. So whichever side you're leaning on is the arm that's going to be bent. So let's do all of that together, but with counts. So I'll try to count it slowly. So we're here on 8 and 1 and 2 and 3. Yes. So let's do that together. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3. Let's finish off that whole section. So let's keep moving on. So we're here on 3 and 3. So we're going to reach up, hands together, and then drop. So your hands are connected, and then they're going to drop like behind your head. My body is like, weight is balancing on the left, and then my left hip is out. So it's the same thing that we were doing before. We're jumping and switch. So we're going to jump again, but this time it's just with our hands up, down, instead of like switching here. Up, down. Yeah. Let's actually count that because I think that ends on 4. So let's do that 4 count together. So, oh, just to add another small detail. On this part, I think we're looking to the front. Just remember what I said at the beginning, where anything I teach might be slightly wrong. So just review the dance practice video after. So let's do the counts. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So let's keep going with the 8 count here. So the easiest way for me to explain this is that if you see how I'm balancing on my left hip and then my right leg is up, you're just going to switch legs. So switch. You can see how I switch. My right ankle is up, and then now I switch. So now it's my left ankle that's up, and I'm balancing on my right hip. So it's almost similar to what we've already been doing, but we're basically, instead of like hopping into it, we're going to cut out the hop and then just switch into it. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. And then you can see what I'm doing with my hands. I'm like, my hands are fists, and then they cross when I switch. So we were here, and then when you switch, you cross. And then for this next part, you can see how my left heel is up. You're going to drop your left heel, and then when you drop, you lean forward. And then you can see that my hands open up. Yeah. So let's just keep going. We're going to come in. So I'm looking down, and my hands pump in. And then I'm going to drop when my hands open. So we already cross here, uncross, and then look down, and then kind of drop. And then you're going to cross your hands. I think they do a cross here. I don't know if it's like a full cross, but it's like a cross. And then uncross. So if you like learning it one by one, like step by step, is kind of weird. But if you actually do it all together, let's back up from here. Our hands drop here. And then we're going to pivot and then lean. And then look down and drop. And then look down again, hands cross, uncross. Yeah, so if you guys can like see the moves all together, it feels really good to do. And 3 and 4 and 5 and 7, 8. Okay. Let's finish that 8 count and then we'll combine everything together. So we're up here, drop, pivot, lean, and then we're going to drop down, cross, uncross, and then to finish this 8 count, you're going to step back with your left leg. At the same time that you step back, your arms are going to sweep down your body, kind of like up to your, I guess, your waist and then down your thighs. I might move off camera for this, so I'm going to move over a little bit. So we're here, uncross, uncross, and then sweep down your body, and then step out with your right leg, and then we'll get into the next 8 count. Just to rewind a little bit, cross, uncross, step back with your left leg, so you can see how my legs are crossing, and then step with your right leg. Yeah. So let's talk through all of those moves from the very beginning, and then we'll do that with counts. So we're here, and remember our arms straight on our toes, drop, look right, and drop, look left, and drop, look up, and then bring your hands up and down. Make sure you're on your left left hip. You can see that my right leg is up. And then we're going to switch and then poke. Look down, drop down. Cross, uncross, and then you're going to step with your left leg and then right leg. Okay, just for the sake of this live stream, when I step, I might just step in place and then drop here so that way I'm staying on the camera, because otherwise I'll end up all over here. This song has a lot of traveling. I think you guys can still see me if I'm here, but I just can't dance when I'm that far, so. Okay, let's do it with counts. Let's do it 2 times with counts and then move on. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and. The counts might be a little bit off, but it's okay. Let's just count it like that for now. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 8, 1. The counts are actually kind of okay, so it's okay. Let's count one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1. Yes. Okay, let's move on. We're here, cross, uncross. We sweep back on 8, and we step out on 1. 1, 2, 1. How do I explain this part? So we're kind of leaned back. It almost reminds me of commas when they lean back on this part. But they're leaning back and then they are popping their chest out. So your chest is in and then out, in, out, in, out. So to help with your balance and also to add like a texture to the move, you're going to be like raising your heel. Not this dramatic, I'm just showing you like an exaggerated version of what we're doing. With the beats as you're popping out. So we drop and then pop and pop and pop and pop. If you can't do the heel yet, just focus on what you can do. So just like pop your chest. And just to add one more small detail with the chest pop, our chest is popping like more to the right and then left and right and left as you're doing that. It's not really like all the way to the right, but it's like a little bit of a, like a V shape is what you're making. So, give me a second to review the counts actually. And 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. 1, and 2, and 3. Yeah. So we pop, 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 and throw. So throw your right hand up, and they're going to say, "So what's up?" So when they're saying that, you can think of it as your wrist. So your hand is out, and you're going to twist your wrist. So what's up? To exaggerate a little bit. So pop, 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 throw. So what's up? You end kind of like tilting towards the left a little bit. And then you're going to bring your hands together. When you bring your hands together, you're going to step, bring your right leg forward, step front, step back, and then with your hands, you're going to slice, slice, and then bring your right leg back forward. And then you're going to like, I guess do like an uncross thing here, like ha. So just to talk through that from here, pop, so what's up, step, step, slice, slice, and cross. Or I guess it's like an uncross. It's like a ha. I'm following, I think, Camilla on this part. So I think they all turn the same way, but I'm not exactly sure. So that's why it's important for your right leg to go forward, back, and then slice, slice to end forward on here, because we're going to turn over our left side. So turn towards the left, all the way around. This turn is really fast. Since we are counting it slow, it's not a big deal. Just turn around and then bring your hands up for the next section. We're going to roll. Let's backtrack and then combine that 8 count from here, uncross, and then you're going to swipe behind you. And then when you step out is when you're going to start the pump. So step and then start pumping, pump, 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 reach up. So what's up? And step, step, slice, slice, and cross, and then turn. And bring your hands up for the next section. Let's count, I think that's the first 2 8 counts. Let's count it together. So from here, combine everything together. I'll try to count slowly. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1. Yes. Good job, guys. Let's count it again, and then I move on. So, first 2 8 counts again from here. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1. Okay, next 8 counts. So we come up here on 1, 2, 3, 4. So all you're doing is just rolling your body for that 2 counts. Hands can just stay behind your head while you're rolling. So roll, roll, and then you can step to the left, and then you just kind of poke your right leg out, step to the right, poke your left leg out, and then they're doing a formation change here, so you can hop on your right leg twice. So it's hop, hop. Yeah, I think that's the 8 count. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I got ahead of myself and started teaching the next 8 count, the last 8 count. So let's do it from here. So just to review the moves, we bring our hands up and roll your body twice, step and tap, step and tap. And just to combine it with the next section is jump and jump. We are jumping on our right leg. Let's do it with counts. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. One more time for that section, and then I'll teach the last 8 count of the whole verse 1. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Yeah. So we kick out. We step out on 1, 2. This part is a little bit of a freestyle. I'll follow Camilla. So she brings one hand to her chest, and then I think her leg is up too. And then she pop, pop, and then drop. So I can't remember if her chest is popping in or out, but I guess as long as you get the texture of the pop, pop. So pop, pop, and then drop. And then you can twist, twist. So I'm just twisting my hands, my hips, whatever you want to do for this part. Twist, twist. And then this is a formation change. So you can just take a few steps, whatever you want to do. You can just step in place. It's up to you. If you want to follow Camilla exactly what she does, after the twist, twist, she will throw her hand out and then slide. Just to add a little bit of like flavor. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like learning a whole dance on the first day is gonna be a lot to learn. So even just watching, or to be honest, like if you're following along and just follow along and just do what I'm saying, even if you can't remember, just like go through the motions. That still is helpful too, if it's like too much. Sometimes when I want to learn a whole dance in one day, I don't really try to remember everything. I just copy what they're doing without like thinking about it. I'm just doing it, you know? Do whatever you need to do to not overwhelm yourself and enjoy the stream. So, pop, pop. Oh, we're here. Pop, pop, drop, twist, twist, and then change to the next formation. Just take 2 steps however you want. And that's actually all of verse 1. So we did it, guys. Good job. Good job. So, let's review that last 8 count and then try it all with music. So for the last 8 count, we did the step and tap. Step, tap, and then jump, jump, and pop, pop, drop, twist, twist, formation change. Yes. So let's do that with music. This part is like kind of confusing if you can't imagine the song with it. So let's actually just do this whole section with music a few times. It will be 50% speed again before our next break. Oh, on a second. It was a lot to learn, so you guys got it. You guys got it.
Don't try.
Okay.
It's nice, but
3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, that is all of verse 1. So it's a lot, but I know you guys will get it. So good job. Let's do it like 2 more times before we take our next break. And 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Good job, guys. Good job. Let's do it one more time and then break. Last time. 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, cool. Thank you so much, Rookie. Rookie, go. Okay, let's take our break. Another 5-minute break before we do the next section. So we just finished verse 1. We already learned the chorus, the intro, and verse 1. So now we only have one more section to do. The last section, which is the pre-chorus. And the pre-chorus goes into the chorus. I will quickly count the chorus again, just to review for anyone who's been here from the beginning. Hi, thanks for joining. Make sure you guys get some water because we've been dancing for an hour and a half now. And by the end of the stream, we'll be dancing for 2 hours, which is the average length of a dance practice is about 2 hours usually. Rehearsal usually about 2 hours, just depends on what needs to be rehearsed. So you guys can do it. And if you feel like your brain is exploding, like you're already ready to go, that's usually how, everyone's different, but that's usually how some people tend to feel by the end of a dance practice, by the end of a dance rehearsal. You feel tired and your brain is done. Because it's not just your body that's working, your brain, you're using your memory, your brain's memory, your muscle memory, it's a lot. Are we gonna try all the sections together at the end? I don't know if I want to do that. I might just keep it just separate, all the sections separate. It depends. I'll see how I feel by the end of teaching. the pre-chorus because I'm already getting tired. And if I'm getting tired, I can't imagine, like, I already know the dance and I'm tired, so I'm sure you guys are like extra tired. Yes, I recommend watching the dance practice video after this live stream. You don't have to watch it today. You can watch it like another time. I am teaching the next section today, or next section tomorrow. If you can't remember all the sections like by tomorrow, it's okay. Like, most people need a lot of time to learn a full dance. That's why it takes me a while to like make a full dance tutorial. You know what I mean? Exactly, Isra. You need a good night's rest to let the dance settle in your body. Is true. That is true. Especially if you're learning like a full dance. It's like so much that your brain has to absorb that you just need to sleep. You sleep and then your brain will remember it. When you're learning a full dance, you might not remember everything after one day, but you'll be surprised at what you can like recall after sleeping. Yes, always sleep. That's why I always try to tell you guys, like, if I'm ever live streaming and then you're just like, I really can't get this dance, that's okay. That's normal. Like, that's completely normal. Some dances are going to be easier to pick up than others. And since we are learning an entire dance, it's going to be extra difficult. But the point is that, like, you want to challenge yourself and push yourself, you know. Remember the parts that you can remember. And if you can't remember some parts, then who cares? Just forget about it. So, like the next part that we're going, actually, I think it's in the second part of this dance. I think verse 2, there are some sections that I just kept messing up. Not a big deal. Just practice it, forget about it. But you don't want to hold on to those parts that are messing you up because it's going to mess with your head. You're going to feel like you're not doing a good job. But you're already pushing yourself, so you're already doing a good job. Exactly, Saki. I hope I'm saying your name right, but yeah, your muscles will get used to it, and it gets better. Every time you practice, it gets easier. Every time you practice, it gets better. Every time you practice, the muscle memory kicks in, and then you feel you realize that you start to remember parts that used to be difficult will start to get easier. You'll start to remember them. That's why all you can do is practice every day. So deep. Yep. We have like, when did I start the break? 33. Let me see. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. What last minute for the break? The last minute for the break. And then I'm going to teach the very last section. I don't know if I have the stamina to do everything, like all the counts from the beginning of the song until the end. All right. I will try to push through though. Can be used in real life. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like a lot of any skill that you're learning, you're never going to pick it up on the first day. It takes days of practice. And then you sleep and then your brain rests and remembers everything. It helps. Okay. Let me take one more sip of water before I start the pre-chorus. Pop, pop, here. One, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. You know, after the first 2 8 counts, like the second 2 8 counts are basically freestyle. So I guess this section won't be as bad because they're like kind of just walking around. Well, I'm following Camilla, who's just like walking. So it's easy. Easy. So we went from pop, pop here, twist, twist, change formation. So for this section here, we're going to roll our body and look to the right. So you can see that my shoulders are also rolling. So roll, roll. You end with your left shoulder up. And I'm kind of rolling towards the right. So to the right and pop. And then you're going to do the opposite now. So switch. And now my right shoulder is up. And I'm still looking to the right on this part. The easiest way to explain it is that you're going to be rolling clockwise, pop your left shoulder, and then counterclockwise. So opposite, and then pop your right shoulder. Once your left shoulder pops, you look to the right, and then while you're rolling the other way, during the whole roll, you're still looking to the right, and then you stay looking to the right side. So it's kind of hard for me to roll like opposite sometimes, but just do your best. I have to do my best, you have to do your best. So step and look, and step and keep looking to the right. I think this is, I forget whose part this is, but I think they are looking at whoever it is that's singing right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Okay, so let's finish that first 8 count. We are on 1, 2, 3, 4. So from here, you're going to push. You can see that my left leg is crossing in front of my right leg, and I'm pushing both hands out, and then step. You don't have to snap here, but it feels like it should be a snap. They probably do snap actually, but they definitely like hit their hands, you know? And then do the same thing, but reverse. So now my right leg is stepping across, and my right arm pushing out to the right. And then step. Only one hand has to snap for this second one. And you're going to step left, right. When I step to the right, you can see I'm looking to the side, and then left. When you step left, you can see my right arm is coming up and my left hand is reaching down. So let me talk through that one more time. We roll, 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 and you're going to step. Make sure it's your left leg here. Both hands snap. And then now it's your right leg. And then you're going to step left, step right, and then step left. And reach up with your hands. Well, just one hand. One more time from the beginning. Roll, look, and keep looking with the second roll. And then push, snap, push, and then with your legs, you're going to step left, right, left. That part is like kind of faster than what I'm actually doing. So let's count it now. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So you can see that I'm reaching up on 1, 2. When you reach, you want to twist your hands and curl your fingers in. Twist your wrist, curl it in. At the same time that your wrist is like twisting, you can poke your left hip out and then drop. When your hands curl in, like when your fingers curl in, you can drop your hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. Okay, so that's on 1, 2. And you can drop your right hand and then bring your right leg to the front. When your right leg's to the front, your hand is on your leg. Left hand is on your head. So we're just striking this pose, and it's kind of like a ripple when the girls start moving. Since I'm following Camilla, she's going to hold this pose for 1 count and then kind of step out and then walk into a line. They line up for this part of the dance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that with counts. So we're here, we reach up on 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 5, and then walk 6, 7, 8. One more time from here. We're here on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, that 8 count there, the 8 count that I just taught and then the one before are like specific moves that we're doing. So the next 8 counts, I think it's the next 2 8 counts are pretty much a freestyle. So Camilla, she is basically like swerving in between the line a little bit. So she's just walking to the left, walking to the right. So since it's a freestyle, you can do whatever you want to do as you're walking here. If you want it to be specific on the lyrics, when she says who I am, you can like kind of reach forward, who I am. She throws back. I'll tell you my name. She throws forward, walk, walk, walk again. They're doing a lot of formation changes. That's why it's a lot of walking. And then we're going to throw our hands around. Here, if you guys remember from the beginning, shimmy, and we're going to start the chorus. So that's what I mean when I say that the last 2 8 counts are kind of a freestyle, since it's like Camilla's walking around, walk, 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 who I am, throw, walk, walk, I tell you my name, throw, and Little Miss. So very easy. You don't have to remember anything specific for that part, unless you want to follow like exactly what someone is doing, like, you know, their movements as they're walking, then you can do that. But otherwise, it's up to you to feel the music. So let's count everything from the beginning. Well, not everything, just this section, the pre-chorus, from the very beginning of the pre-chorus. I'll count up into the circle and Little Miss. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I'll talk through the moves and then I'll count it. So we're here and then we circle, look right, circle, keep looking right, push and snap, push, snap with one hand, step right, left, reach up and drop, and then drop your right hand on your leg, bring your left hand up, and then kind of just push out, snap out, whatever you want to do, walk into the line. We're here on 8, and then once we're in the line, we're going to walk out. You can do whatever you want to do. It's just walking, walking, walk, walk, walk. And you can say like who I am. You can reach forward if you want to. Throw, throw both arms, walk, walk. She's singing like I'll tell you my name, circle, and Little Miss. Okay, let's do that with counts now. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I don't know if I added an extra count or not to that section. So let's do it with music so that way you can see. This is the last part before the chorus, which we've already learned. So I'll try to turn the music up enough so that you guys can hear as I'm counting. Okay, yeah. 5 and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Yes. Yes. Good job, guys. I hope you guys can hear the music very, clearly. Let's do that section again with music. I think I have enough energy that I can try to count. Never mind, I lied. I'm getting tired. So I won't be doing everything with music. I will quickly review the chorus though. I think that we need that. Let's do it again with slow music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Yes. You guys got it. Yes. Hi, thanks for joining. Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that you guys got it. Should we do it one more time with music, that section? I think so. I think so. Let's do it one more time before we review. I'll just quickly talk through the chorus again since I already taught it. And then I'll see how I'm feeling after that. Let's do it one more time. Thank you, Saki. I hope that this tutorial is working or helping you out too. Everyone who's watching, because I know when you're learning, you can't type. So it's hard to type at the same time as you're dancing. But I hope that you guys are getting it. Even if you're not getting every detail, sometimes when I'm first learning a dance, I just try to remember specific details and parts, and then I'll pick up the other details later, you know? Okay. Let's do it again. Up and down, up and up. Up and down, up and down, up and up. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2. Yes. You guys got it. Okay. Before we take our next break, I'm going to very quickly review the chorus. So if you guys remember the chorus, we are Wait. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. I thought my stream was down for some reason, but it's okay. Let's quickly talk through the chorus, which I taught at the very beginning of the live stream. So we're here, shimmy, and step, kick, step, and throw, drop, shake, shake, and kick, kick, your heels up, switch, switch, and clap, step left, throw, and jump around here, and then step out and bring it around. And we're here on Little Miss Hot. Kick 3 times, cool, kick 3 times, and recenter yourself for pop, 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 and throw. Before we kick, kick. Heels up, switch, switch. We're going to clap again. Step, throw, step again, kick up, step around here. For this one, we're just doing it for 1 count instead of 2 counts so that we can step to the side and then drop. Yes. You guys got it. I'm just like literally assuming that you guys have it. I have faith in you guys. I have faith. I have faith that you guys at least won't be too hard on yourselves. Get the parts that you get the parts that you like and you know. And if there's a part that's confusing you or stressing you out, just forget about it and come back to it later. Because we learned a lot today. Like I said, we learned, usually in my dance class, I only teach 32 counts. In this class, I taught, it's like 160 something counts. It's 4 sets of 32 counts. So we learned 4 times as many counts as I usually teach in one live stream. So it's a lot to learn. It's a lot to learn, but you guys got it. So let's, let me see. Do I have energy to do everything? I think so. At least one time, we should try to combine everything and do everything together, I think. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's take a small break first. I need some water. I'm sweating a lot. That's why I need a lot of hydration. Okay. I hope nothing's wrong with my stream. I can't see the chat, so okay. Okay, I'll just use my phone now. Okay, Saki, you said you got the chorus. Yeah. See, the chorus is the first thing we learned, and I like took more time like teaching every detail because to me it's like the most important part, like low key. So like if you go to a random play dance or RPD, they're gonna play the chorus. They're not gonna play these other sections. Sometimes, I don't know. The RPD that I went to at Katsucon on Sunday, they played the dance break, which caught me off guard, but then I got into it. So yeah, let's try the whole thing. I hope the music will be loud enough that you guys can hear me with the counts. If I'm out of breath, I might stop counting and then I might come back. I don't know. This is my first time counting like this many counts in one sitting. So let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, and 2 and 3 and a 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh gosh, we did it. I'm like out of breath, but we did it. I'm glad that we were able to do. Oh my gosh. How did that feel to you guys? Did it feel okay? I hope that you guys at least got like a few counts here and there. Even if you messed up some parts, I hope that you got like a few 8 counts here and there, especially the chorus. I didn't count in the intro, but then I counted like after that. So I hope that was okay. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, thanks so much for joining, Saki. Yeah. Can I end the poll? Yes, I can end the poll now. Cool. So I asked you guys who is your girl set bias, and the number 1 bias is Lexi. I like Lexi too. I really liked her in A to K. My bias definitely between Lexi and Kendall. I don't know, but then, you know, when people ask that question, it's like, well, you like all of them. Yeah, you have your favorite, but then it's like you also like all of them. So, yeah. Isra said it felt really good. That's good. That's good. Obviously, I can't see you guys, so I can't see like how many mistakes anyone made, you know. So I'm assuming that you guys like, in my mind, you guys aren't perfect, but you got a lot of like the key points of the dance, which is the most important thing. And then if you guys want to like review the dance practice video, I know, what's the name of this YouTube channel? A lot of people use Black Cat. That YouTube channel uploads like mirrored dance practices. So if you just want to like review that, and then you can see like the parts that I taught compared to like who's doing that part and who's doing what, you can like change up however you want to do the moves. Like, yeah. Just as an example, I think on this like step, excuse me, that part there, I taught Camilla, but I think Kendall is going like step around, and she's going like something like this. I think Kendall and Savannah do that. I didn't teach that, but if you want to do that, then you should follow the mirrored video to see like the timing of that part and follow who you want to follow. Yeah. Kendall's your bias. Yeah. I love Kendall. I love her so much. Thanks so much, guys. I'm thinking about what dance I should teach after Little Miss. To be honest, if I teach a full dance again, I might not do 4 sections because maybe 4 sections is too much. Maybe I'll do like 3 or 4 classes and then just do like two 2 or 3 sections. Depending on how hard the dance is, I might do 2 or 3 sections. And then that way it's easy for you guys to quickly learn it and then practice, and then we can come back tomorrow and then just learn the next section. So yeah, this is like definitely a very like intense dance class. It was a lot of counts. A normal dance class does not have nearly this many counts. Maybe an advanced class might have like 3 sets of 32 counts, but I don't think they've gone as much as 4 sets of 32 counts, because that can be like almost, depending on the song, that could be like 2 minutes of a dance that you're learning in like 2 hours. That's like a lot. It's a lot. So I'm grateful for you guys for staying for this long, for watching. Everyone who is in the chat, who's talking, everyone who's might not be in the chat, who was just watching. I'm grateful for everyone for watching. Something from Stray Kids. If it's Stray Kids, I'm going to assume that the dance is going to be more difficult or more tiring. So I definitely have to break that class up. I don't know any full Stray Kids songs. The only boy group that I know, like the entire dance, I know Deer Hunter and Team's Deer Hunter, and then I know 17. I used to know Super by 17, but actually I kind of forgot it, so maybe I shouldn't say. I don't know that one anymore. I forgot the dance. Yeah, thanks for coming. I watched Doraemon yesterday. I like saying your whole username. Thanks Isra, Doraemon Saki. Thanks for joining. Yeah, it was a lot to learn, but just don't go too hard. Don't be too hard on yourself. Learn and practice what you know, and if there's something you can't pick up, don't worry about it. Just move on. The reason why I say that too is because there are sometimes dance classes that I go to, and sometimes there are literally moves that I just forget that are just too hard to learn. And for me personally, I feel like if I stick on trying to remember that move, then I start to like lose track of class, and then I'm missing the next section, and then I can't remember, and then it just like my brain gets scrambled. So sometimes during a class, I'm just like, you know what? That's just a move that I'm just not going to pick up today. I'll just focus on what I know I can do, you know? Jojo Lynn asked if I know Game Boy. Yeah, I do. I taught Game Boy before, like, I taught it maybe a few months ago. I only know the chorus, though. I don't know the dance. I don't know the whole dance. I only know the chorus. I love it, though. I love it. For a full song, you love to learn focus. Okay, for focus, there's a lot of... The dance break, I think, has a lot of like the whacking. Ta, ta, ta. I don't know focus. I don't know the dance break, but I know they do whacking. So since it's like a very specific dance style and dance technique, that one, if I teach the full dance, I might have to break it up into multiple days, not 2 days. GIRLSET Little Miss is like a very short song. So that's why it's easy for me to just say, okay, I'll just teach it in 2 days. But focus is like a little bit more difficult because every section of that dance is different, you know? I cannot focus on anything. I learned to dance, but I always forget the chorus. Saki asked if I dance every day. Not necessarily. It depends. Lately, well, actually, no, this week I haven't been dancing, but like 2 weeks ago, I was dancing every day, and now I'm going to dance probably every day for about an hour, like you said, because I'm in another dance cover project. So I need to learn AOA Heart Attack. So I'll probably be dancing every day to learn that dance. And then on top of learning that dance, I'm still learning like new dance to film, like for YouTube. So pretty much, as long as I am in a project or have plans to film a video, I will be dancing every day. But if I'm just resting and don't plan on dancing, then I just won't dance. I think that if you want to improve, you should be dancing every single day. Every single day. If you're not dancing every day, then you need to be doing like strength training or exercising every day. If you don't really care for like improving or getting better, it doesn't really matter. Just dance whenever you want to dance. Yeah. Heart Attack, yeah. That's an older song though. I feel like, I don't know. I don't really know if K-pop fans now listen to AOA like that, but it's definitely older. Maybe I'll teach Heart Attack, just because I'm learning it now. Jojelyn said that you like the dance from Psycho and Jam, Stray Kids. Yes, I listened to Jam one time because I think on a live stream someone recommended it to me, but I only listened to like a snippet of it. I don't think I actually listened to the whole thing. I can't remember. And Psycho, I learned Psycho. Psycho. Da, 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 da. I was supposed to teach it, but then I canceled that stream. I forgot why. But I had to cancel a lot of streams lately for different reasons, usually just because I'm super exhausted. And you want to learn Fashion by Cordis. Yeah. I like Go. I like Go, like the dance. The song isn't really the type of music that I listen to, but I like the choreo, so I might just learn Cordis, the choreo, just because I like the dance, even if the song isn't something I would usually listen to. It's hard to find people who are into second gen. Yeah, it is. I would say that there are people, K-pop fans now know of a few songs here and there, but I wouldn't say it's easy to find someone who's like really into second gen that much. They just know a few songs. It just depends. Because there are also a lot of like older K-pop fans like me who've been fans for a while who are like, have always been here. But now that the K-pop community is like bigger, it's easier to find other fans, you know? Yeah. Yes. Okay. The dance from Butter is nice. Yeah, it is. My dance team, well, the dance team that I'm on performed Butter at someone's wedding. This was like a few years ago. I wasn't in that performance, but I just know that they did that. And so that was a cute thing that happened. It was very cute. Yeah. Thanks so much for joining, guys. I think I'm going to end the stream soon. Don't forget to practice. This stream will stay up, obviously, like my streams always do. And whenever I edit the normal video with like timestamps and everything, then you guys can watch that video too. And I also film like a shorts of this dance at some point. I don't know when. But yeah, and then I'll be back tomorrow. Do I have a favorite style of music to dance to? Cute or cool concept? I like dancing to both concepts, but it just depends on the song, I guess. Like, I like cute concepts, but like if you ask me to dance to like Girls' Generation G versus O, I'm gonna choose O because I prefer O over G. If you guys know, like the song and the choreo vibes are a little bit different, even though they're both cute. And then the same thing with like cool concepts. To me, I think Cordis is a cool group, but I wouldn't dance to that. I would prefer like Dreamcatcher, which I think is another cool, like more cool group. I would prefer that. Can I dance Blackpink? I actually covered Blackpink before. I covered this song before many years ago for a competition. Blackpink. It was many years ago. I don't really remember the dance. I can do the chorus for RPD, kind of. Da 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 da. No. Da 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 da. I should teach it one day. I don't know. When Blackpink has a comeback, I will definitely learn that dance and then teach it because they're one of my favorite groups right now. So, yeah. Thank you so much. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sunday is trickier with my live streams just because it's the end of the week. So there are a lot of people who have like homework or they have to clean. They have a lot of things to do. They have to sleep in earlier because they have work or school the next day. So, you know, if you can't show up tomorrow, then it's okay. Not a big deal. The live stream will stay up. And yeah, I think I'll see you guys tomorrow then. If I don't see you tomorrow, then I will see you probably next week. So like I said earlier, I have dance practices that I have to go to again. So there's going to be a Saturday where I can't stream because I'll be filming. I'll be at practice and then I'll be filming. But I'll try to schedule my streams earlier again. Yeah. Thanks so much. Yeah. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye. See you guys. See you guys later.